Hello everyone, I'm Yi Fei. Today I'm going to present the recommendation proposal for organization and resource management. The visitation to the public library, Mano Thinking, a magazine library at Jalan Putra, Kuala Lumpur, was done on 27 March. Here are some pros of Mano Thinking magazine library. Firstly, the library is the first magazine library in Malaysia in collaboration with Bowen, a magazine library located in Taiwan. The library has its own mission to serve as the guiding principle and direction of the organization. The size of this magazine library is around 1,200 square feet, which is quite spacious for a magazine library. There are around 20 seats available in the library, which is sufficient for visitors who visit at the same time. The magazine library has a variety of spaces, namely reception counter, bookshelf corner, reading corner, co-working space, sitting space, and washroom. Overall, there are more than 80 genres with a total of 500 magazines in the library, which is a great variety for the readers. The magazine library is very resourceful with an extensive collection of magazines, both locally and internationally sourced, such as design, lifestyle, food and gourmet, home decor, architecture, art, fashion, photography, and current affairs. Other than that, the library hosted some events and exhibitions of different themes to attract different people, like the Big Issue Taiwan 100 magazine exhibition in 2018 and some knowledge-sharing sessions. The library also has its own Facebook and Instagram page to promote the resource center among users. These are some cons of Mano Thinking Magazine Library. Firstly, the library is located at level 2 of a roof-fronting furniture showroom, thus it is not clearly visible. The physical location made it difficult to attract visitors, even though it is located near to the LRT station. The enrollment of this magazine library is around 50 members, and the visitors are around 10 to 15 per week, which are very low. The low reading level in Malaysia and the niche market of magazine readers are the main constraints faced by the resource center manager. The charges for visitation are 10 ringgit per hour, which is slightly expensive. Other than that, in this library, there is no automated system and borrowing system used. There is no specific system or tools like cataloging system and classification system too. There are no budget or financial subsidies received from government as it is a private library. There are only funds collected from visitation and supports received in terms of intangible products and little pennies. Lastly, there is no cost attended by the resource manager as the library is built out of interest and as a hobby. Some improvements can be made to attract more readers and visitors to the magazine library. One of the improvements is to relocate the magazine library to a strategic location so it is known by people, especially pedestrians who pass by, so to increase the chances of people walking in. Another suggestion of improvement is to rearrange the magazine on shelf so it looks neater and tidier for visitors to access. The resource managers are encouraged to attend courses to further understand the proper resource management that need to be applied in the library system. Besides, automated systems should be installed to better store and manage the data available and also improve the level of service and output. Cataloging also need to be put in place to keep the information like author, title, place of publication, date of publication, publisher, accession number, and classification number updated and make sure it is easily accessible. Besides, the resource manager can consider to add other genres of books that are related to magazines and printed media. For example, books that introduce the importance of magazines, the history of magazines, and the art that can be done by using magazines. These books added will definitely increase the knowledge and interest of people towards magazines. Printed media that can be added includes journals and newspapers, which are often used by readers. Digital library that has no information limit can be created to attract heavy internet users. Readers will increase as magazines are readily available online, so that they can access it anytime and anywhere. In addition, people are less likely to go out from home during this pandemic period. Therefore, the digital library will definitely be welcomed by online users. It would be the first ever digital magazine library built, since this library is also the first ever magazine library in Malaysia. Moreover, the layout of the magazine library can be reorganized and 2 spaces can be added. As you can see, this is the layout plan of Mano Thinking Magazine Library before changes. And this is a layout plan of the magazine library after changes. Most of the spaces will remain unchanged. For example, the reception counter will remain unchanged, as it should face the entrance to ease the process of reception when visitors arrive and return. The manager's office will also remain at its original space at the corner, since it will not block the way and it acts like a storeroom too. Reading corners with carpet and beanbags will remain at the center of the library and near to the bookshelf. Furthermore, the 3 main bookshelves will continue to be set at the side of the library, so the library looks neater overall. Sofa, sitting space, and co-working space are also at their original space. Cyber corner or digital library corner are added to let visitors access to the internet and the magazine digital library. It is said to be beside of reception counter to ease the supervision of computer and equipment usage. Printed media is set to replace one of the bookshelves near the reading corner and co-working space, so it is easily seen and accessible. There are some spaces left empty to ensure that this library has space to grow and also to avoid cramped and crowded environment. This is the budget needed for the improvement of the magazine library. Firstly, for cyber corner and computer equipment, the budget will be around 3,000 ringgit. Automated system and cataloging will be around 2,500 ringgit. The relocation, which is the rental that will be added to the original rental, will be 500 ringgit. The budget set for the printed media is 500 ringgit, whereas the courses that the manager need to attend is set at 300 ringgit. Lastly, the digital library build is 200 ringgit. So the projected amount needed to improve the resource center is 7,000 ringgit. That's all from me. Thank you for your attention and time.